Hey guys, this is Brendan from Valkyrie Airsoft. We wanted to provide you a quick update on what we've been working on during this quarantine. One of our big projects here has been our UTV. We just got this in last week. We're starting to build it into a technical. So we have the primary stuff done. You know, we've got the paint, make it all nice. Next, what we're doing is we're getting microguns. We're adding vehicle mounts in here to the front, to the back, light bar, so that way we can come in at you day and night. The next thing that we've been acquiring during this, stay-at-home time has been our air compressor. So one of the things with our air compressor is this giant thing, weighs about 600 pounds. It gives you 3,000 PSI fills and 4,500 PSI fills. The best thing about the air compressor system that we have is that it's all going to be self-serve. Again, self-serve, you don't have to wait for someone to come fill your tank. You automatically just come to this fill station, use the fill whip, put it on your tank, you press the little joystick down until your tank is filled, you let go, it automatically blows off, disconnect your tank, and you're all done. It fills up your tank in like 5 seconds. Awesome stuff. Less lines waiting for air, more plane time. The next thing that we have that we're implementing for this year is blank fire guns into our airstrikes. These airstrikes are going to be directed by your COs. If you see an admin coming at you with one of these and we're shooting at the ground near you, it's going to symbolize that you are dead and you're going to have to be revived by one of your teammates. At some of our other events, we use these yellow rods. They're kind of like what you kind of search for inside buildings. These are for points. Again, our ops, our events, they're all operated off of point systems. So when you're playing against your buddies, you know who's in the lead and who's actually winning the event. And so when you actually come to the raffle, you come to the award ceremony, you're gonna see who wins based on the points. You're gonna have MVP or MVT awards for most valuable teams for both sides. And then you'll also have some other awards. Awesome stuff on the award ceremony and the raffle. For one of our other items, these are our CTPs, our critical terrain points is what we call them. These boxes are laid out at strategic points within the field. The reason why they're called CTPs is it's a critical terrain point, meaning that if you don't own that area, it's an area of a point of impact that you want to have because it leads into the strategy of if you're gonna win or not. So the more of these bad boys that you have clicked to your own side, so you basically click a button up, it counts points for you, click a button down, count points for the other team. This is how we score the events, along with some of the other missions that we have. One of those other missions is our man downs. So this is one of the items that we have majorly upgraded for this year. They incorporate a medical stretcher. They also incorporate actually a medical bag. And what this bag is gonna have tourniquets. It's gonna have IV bags. And we're gonna have live CPR dummies. The biggest thing with these dummies is that these are actually what you're training with for American Red Cross, basic CPR classes, lifeguard training. These dummies are gonna be critical to those man down missions. So not only are you gonna have to tie the tourniquet, you're going to have to, apply a bandage. We're gonna have a respirator bag so that way it's no touching in the mouth, but you're gonna have to do your compressions. For the time allotted, we're gonna teach you on site how to do the CPR so that way you can complete these missions. And then you're also gonna have to resuscitate them with the actual medical bag so you're not touching the dummy with your lips. Again, this is gonna be an awesome feature. We've had a lot of feedback from it that you guys love our man down missions. So we wanted to enhance these missions to give you a little bit more realism. And once you have this guy resuscitated, you're gonna evac him out with the actual medical stretcher. Once you complete that mission, you'll get points. The other items that we have here is our supply drops. Our supply drops, depending on the event, they'll incorporate BBs, frag grenades. You see these wooden blocks in here for airstrikes. Some other items like UAVs. We'll have drones out there for basically your COs to use and see where enemy forces are. Another critical component. The great thing about these boxes are when you go and battle it out for one of these boxes, your COs are going to direct you to where these are. Once you get them, they're going to be locked. And no one's going to be able to open these, okay? If you're a regular player, regular rifleman, squad leader, whatever, you're not going to be able to open these. The critical feature to these is that you actually have to take them back to your CO. Each one of your COs are going to have a frequency tag here. They're going to open it up. And basically everything that you just got, the CO is going to divvy it out to the squad leaders, to the people that made the mission successful. We also do enhance the gameplay with our boom makers. What these are actually designed to scare birds off of farmland and crops. And so what these bad boys do, they essentially make a loud boom. It's gonna shake the ground next to you. You definitely don't wanna be near the red tip when this thing goes off. Just because they're extremely loud and they can make your ears ring. We actually have 5 of these. So for any event, any location that we go to, it's gonna feel like there's bombs dropping off, going off everywhere around you. We've heard a lot of great feedback. Hey, we want more. So we're actually working on more right now for you guys. So we definitely want to implement as many of these into the missions as possible, so that way we can give you as much noise, commotion as possible, just to enhance your guys' experience. The same thing with, just the UTV over here. This will be used for, side missions. It'll be used as a technical, depending on the venue that we're at. One of the other items that, when we are going out to fields, other event hosts, a lot of people don't know where their HQ are. Even though you start there, it's very, very hard to find it sometimes. The other thing is you might have a mobile respawn. Those respawns are typically kind of hard to find. They're not really labeled. It might be a natural landmark. So what we really wanted to focus on is to make it very, very simplistic to identify where your HQ or mobile respawn actually is. So what we did is we got some banners here. So this is for the tan team, the tan side. Just because our games are based off of tan or teams with green or tan camo factions. So this is going to be the tan respawn. This is actually the mobile respawn. So you'll drive 2 stakes in the ground. You'll have that flag displayed so that way you can kind of see it in the woods. You can see where you're kind of going, and it's just pretty easily identifiable. The other thing that we have here, and it might be a little bit hard to see, but we also have your HQ banners here. So if you see an HQ, it means it's your HQ, it can't be captured. If you see a mobile respawn like that, that is actually a capturable banner.